Welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy, and this is Mr. Electric Copy himself, Andrew.
Thanks for coming up with that title.
The title of this episode, Euphoria, which number 6.
1,000 Little Trees of Blood?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I have no idea. What's it from? It says what it's from, right?
Yeah, I remembered it.
The Martyrdom of Saint...
Liliana. By that's what it is. Say it.
I'll look it up later.
You look at you. Oh, I know how to say
My
that.
vision's getting
Bad. Yeah, right.
I'm getting old.
You're a perfect man. Besides me. Anyways, let's get to the review of this wonderful show that's not depressing whatsoever.
Yeah, this lighthearted romp.
Yes.
This family
rom-com.
comedy.
Yeah. Sitcom with the laugh track and everything.
Should we do a spoiler-free review first?
Yeah,
just
short.
of the episode.
Just general thoughts on that. What did you think of this episode, number 6?
I think this show is kind of back on track from what I expected of the show, like, from season 1.
Yeah.
I think last episode brought it back, but this episode brought back something that I was kind of hoping for in Rue, which was like a humanity.
Because she got her humanity back.
She did. Because last episode, I was just like thinking, like, damn, if they don't like make her seem like human, like kind of remorseful, all that, or just like, vulnerable, then I'm gonna be like, I don't know how to root for this person. Like, I won't want her to succeed. Because she was just lying and manipulating and like hurting people last episode. So this one kind of brought her back for me a little bit. And I was like, okay, she seems like she's gonna try to like pick up the pieces, and I think that's what this whole episode kind of was for her. Other than that, I think a lot of plots kind of ended, and I don't know where they're going with. I'm
glad that they kind of ended some, or they have some conclusion to it, so we can move on to something else.
It just feels weird because this is episode 6 of 8.
Yeah,
so what more is left for them to tell for certain characters? I'll talk about who I think in a second, but like
there definitely will be a season 3.
Oh yeah, this show
100%.
Doesn't get renewed because it's really good. And even when it's not as good as season 1, it's still very good.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
It's a lot more popular now. I think a lot of people have been talking about it.
Yeah, I see that more. I've seen this more than Ozark.
Yeah.
So, and that was like a really popular show at the time, but now I think everybody's really talking about this.
Yeah.
And I mean, deservedly so, because the first season was fucking great.
Yeah.
And this season not as good, but it's above average. Definitely.
Yeah, it's not a bad show.
Yeah.
It's not like Dexter New Blood.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, I forgot about
Imagine we watched that show for 10 weeks straight and talked about it each week.
On my birthday. On both of our birthdays. Fuck. It's fucked up. Yeah. But, I agree with you. I mean, the last episode was definitely, I really liked that episode.
Yeah.
The Acosta and drilling, like, straight up. But she definitely redeemed herself a little bit.
No, I mean, it's not like she's not like back to... No, she's got a long way to go, but she's on the path now.
Yeah, she was all the way down here, all the way down there. Now she inches her ways up.
Yeah, she's on the path to redemption.
Coined that last time. Redemption.
Trademark.
Redemption. Yeah. Mark that down, Mr. Electric Copy. Electric Copy. See, look, that's why I call you that. But yeah, I agree. I like this a little bit more. That's this Rue, and I'm glad that they didn't like continue on with her bullshit. And she's suffering a little bit, but we'll get into that for this, and she deservedly so. And I'm glad the other plot lines are, I guess, progressing. Some really crazy stuff happens with this one character and this other character. Yeah. And hopefully this girl does not go back to this person, and I'm happy this other character. Oh man, it's hard.
So I guess we can't talk much more about spoilers. But
I like the episode. I'm sorry, I like the episode. It's better than what's going on in earlier episodes where like the love triangle was kind of like.
The season has it's come back, I think, into what Euphoria should be, the standard.
It's just strange that it's only 8 episodes. I feel like it needs more because there's 2 more. Wait, there's 2 more episodes.
There's 2 more episodes.
2 more hours of this. There's so much going on.
See, I wonder if they need more. I feel like if anything, they didn't have the story to last 8 episodes. It's like I feel like they didn't do
they messed up earlier in the season.
Like the pacing has been fucking awful, and that's one thing that like drags this season down. And this one, I mean, I feel like the pacing is back up to what it should be.
Yeah,
I think like this is like a normal episode of Euphoria season 1, but it's like so late in the game. It's like, you know, I needed this in episode 2.
It feels like the season started on episode 5.
Yeah, it did.
Like the first couple episodes are just kind of forgettable.
Or it feels like 1 through 4 were all one episode.
Yeah,
and then episode 5 is insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
so it's finally getting back on track. So yeah. It's good. It's good. Still good.
And we're gonna have to get into spoilers because we need to talk about shit. So if you haven't seen it yet, log off. It's nice knowing you. Unsubscribe.
Don't
dislike the video.
You can dislike the video, but don't unsubscribe, okay? And
leave a comment. Tell us we're
you can tell us
fucking idiots. I mean, please do that anyway.
You can tell him he's an idiot. But
fucking Becky.
Becky. Oh, Becky. Where you at, Becky?
Yeah, where you at, Becky? I mean, hold on. You know what?
Bro,
because you're gonna have
it's
something.
Not worth it. It's not worth it, bro.
Something to correct,
it's not worth
probably.
It, bro.
Gonna have something to correct, probably, Becky. What fact did we miss? Except I went back and watched an episode of Dexter and found out that actually you were wrong, Becky. I've never met anybody I liked named Becky. I'm just putting that out there.
There's no good Beckys out there.
If they go by Rebecca or Becca, maybe. But anyone that chooses to go by Becky, no.
I don't know about Rebecca, but we'll move on from that. But let's get into spoilers. Okay, it starts off with Rue and withdrawal.
Yeah.
At her home and writhing in pain as she deserves to be.
I like the scene a lot because, again, like, you know, right off the bat, I was like, okay, her humanity's back. I see a person that's suffering rather than a person who's just making other people suffer.
There's consequences for your actions.
Exactly. And she looks like she's really hurting going through it. She's just trying to eat a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
And she can't even, like, open it up, you know, like...
that has to be so painful because, like, your body's so dependent on it and you, like, just stop it. It's like dying of, like, hunger, thirst.
Yeah, dude, so. Every day I've been drinking coffee probably every day for the last 10 years. And if I stop for like 2 days, it's agony.
Yeah.
And it's not even half as strong as whatever
not
a fraction of the strength of whatever drug she was taking. So I can't even imagine it must be like, they're doing a really good job of portraying it for people who haven't gone through withdrawal from opiates. So
that is, like, you know, Dare from high school, like school. That's nothing compared to Euphoria.
No. This is the best anti-drug PSA I've ever seen.
So yeah, she's going through that, and then she calls Ali, right? She
calls Ali, you know, and I like this scene a lot, and again, like, we're back to the humanity of Rue. She starts off like feeling bad about her mom, saying her mom is a saint and all this shit, you know, and I like that she acknowledged that her mom is like super patient, more patient than I would have been with my kid.
She would have been fucking out.
Yeah,
her mom is a saint.
Her mom deserves a medal.
Like, she was in the church and, like, you know, comparing that, it's like
forgiveness,
and you need to forgive hundreds of times for what she done.
Yeah.
Like,
So she then calls Ali and apologizes, and then Ali comes to visit the family, and I liked his whole time there because, like, he doesn't just talk to Rue, but he talks to her sister and her mom, and is kind of like saying, like, it's okay to be angry with her. And I think he's like trying to encourage them to vocalize how much Rue's drug habits have hurt her.
Because her sister kind of, like, defends her most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of, like, when
she
she's,
loves
like,
her,
like, fits of rage,
Yeah.
So she's just confused how to react to it. Because that's her sister, but...
How can you not be? Yeah. It's a super complicated thing. I mean, she loves her, and when Rue is good, she's great, and I get it. I get why, like, she would, because, like, she's got energy. They have, like, a sisterhood, and she can be sweet. She can be really caring and stuff, and it's just when she's, like, you know, stoned off her mind and she's dependent on drugs, she's a psychopath.
Yes,
apparently, you know, and I get it. It's a very complicated thing. So I like that Ali is there trying to, like, tell them, like, you gotta vocalize this shit. You can't let it, you know, you gotta keep reminding, like, this is a thing that's always going to be there, and I think he's just trying to keep it real with them. You know,
and it's necessary.
It is, yeah,
and
because
she's by herself there. Their dad died. She's the mom is just there by herself, trying to take care of a drug addict.
Yeah.
A teenage drug addict. Can you imagine that?
I can't.
God.
Especially like to how extreme it is with Rue. It's like
it's not just weed or something.
No. It's bad stuff.
The worst you can think of.
Yeah, for sure. So I do like that was happening. It was kind of like a, picking up the pieces episode for Rue. So not a lot happens, but I like that what did happen. I thought we definitely needed
impactful.
it, and we needed it.
Do you just want okay? So at the end. You just want to go by character.
I think it's the easiest way to do it.
That's what I was thinking. So at the end, her mom gets the call from the rehab, right?
Yeah. So and I guess they're having trouble with availability and they can't take Rue, which I don't know how accurate all that is. If like availability of, I feel like they wouldn't put that in the show if they didn't research how that goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really judge it. I don't know.
Because like my first thought is like, well, why don't you just put Rue in a different hospital? So it must be that they tried. I kind of wish they had said that in the show. Like we tried multiple hospitals, just 1-2 lines.
Maybe the next episode.
Yeah, maybe. But
that was it was heartbreaking to like. It slowly goes to Rue and her sister. I forgot her sister's name.
Gia.
And like they're like sleeping together, and like her mom is just like bawling her eyes out.
Yeah, like she's gonna kill herself. Like you need to take her. She can't stay here. And like, yeah, I can't imagine what her mom's going through right now. It must be just agony. And so it's a very rough episode. But I mean, compared to last episode, it does feel like we're at least stepping in the right direction. Rue's at least willing to let her mom help her finally. And she seems like she feels bad for what she's done, so we'll see. I really think, but this is a good turnaround from last episode where we were, and that was really hard to watch. So
yes, it was. I really hope she doesn't get back on drugs, man. I feel like this is a real person. I'm begging you, don't.
Yeah.
Or at least like, I don't know, just cut back on the super hard shit.
They've done a really good job of making you care about her. It
feels like a real
situation.
person. Yeah, because it's so intimate. Just how it's shot.
Yeah,
it's wonderfully like how it really like the cinematography really adds to the story.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's why. Also, I think because I didn't like I liked the extra episodes, the specials, but
did you?
I did. But look, the cinematography and like the camera work I like it a lot, and it adds to the story. That's why the
storytelling is mostly done. Yeah, it's very plot heavy, and the way they do it, I know what you're saying. Okay. I agree. Like I think it's better for sure. Yeah, but I like the specials.
I missed that.
I get it.
The specials. I'm just trying to explain why the show is good.
Look, you don't have to explain why you're inconsistent.
I'm explaining it to
me. They don't care. They don't know how inconsistent you are because I guess they do if they watch all your videos. They're like, oh, I love when something takes place in one place. Just characters talking.
Look, man.
No plot.
Everybody likes a toxic boy, okay? Just like Nate's.
Oh. There's the transition.
Yes. Now this guy is
he's gotta go.
The devil. Okay.
He kinda is. Like, and you know what? I mean, there's a super awkward conversation between him and his mom now.
Oh yeah, we finally hear from her. His mom.
She's been like silent this whole time, basically, right? And then after,
I mean, they're probably not like no romance, probably from Cal.
I wonder
his dad.
Yeah.
So she probably happy.
Yeah, I mean, she seems like it. Yeah. She's like, oh, finally, the fucker's gone.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird. She's like drunk in the morning kind of thing.
Doing the twist.
Drinking with her son, Nate. And they start talking about a lot of awkward shit.
Yeah, it was...
Oh, she calls the other son an idiot.
Yeah.
And they laugh about it. And then she says, man, you are just bad. When you were like 8 years old, you became bad. That's exactly what Cal said. Something like that. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, because I think they're trying to get him out of, like, him being gay or have feelings for, like,
You think it's that?
You don't think it is? You just think they're just terrible people?
I kind of do.
Okay.
Well, I think Cal.
Hopefully, I'm just hoping. I'm just trying to put some humanity in these people. I'm just praying.
I mean, I think they are like. I think they're just really like ignorant. Like, I think
so.
I don't think they're like the kind of people that should have been parents. Like they seem like. Cal obviously
because they shouldn't even been together. Because Cal starts with Cal. Like,
yeah, he's really gay.
Yeah,
he should have just been gay.
It's like this whole thing is like. Fucking all about parenting mostly. Well, most of it.
Yeah.
Where like parents are so important to the development of a child. So
yeah. No, they fucked him up, and I think you see in this episode. I mean, I never knew what the mom was like because she didn't really have much of a role before then. It just seems like okay, Cal's sexual history and keeping it closeted and all that stuff, and his she probably knew his need to subvert that by being hyper masculine towards Nate. We thought that that's what fucked him up, but now I kind of see it's like the mom was either passive to it or just as bad.
Yeah.
And she's really bad in this episode. She's like, oh yeah, when you were 8 years old, you just turned dark and you were really sweet before then, but something happened and then you just were never the same. And she kind of hints that she knows it was something. And I think, we saw the episode in episode 2, I think, of season 1.
Yeah.
That's kind of when Nate saw his dad's porn collection, and
wouldn't that fuck you up though?
Oh, if I had this if I had the conception oh, my dad's hyper straight and I need to be straight, and then you saw that and you're like,
at 8 years old,
what is straight? And then and you're like, no, I don't like dicks. My dad, no, he does, man. It's just different, man.
I'm a football player, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I know I kind of get how all that would fuck you up at an early age for sure, but it seems like the mom was not much better, and you could say maybe they're I think I'm not trying to take away from Nate's horribleness.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse it. But
no,
it kind of explains it.
It kind of, yeah. And I think it makes it even worse that that the parents are bad and they don't do anything about it. The parents don't do anything about how horrible Nate is. They know how bad he is.
Yeah.
And they know that he's got something dark and evil in him, and they don't do anything about it.
And this continues on, and he just destroys people's lives. That guy that he beat up and got charged with rape or
it was sexual assault.
Yeah,
for assaulting his life,
and then he has a gun. How the fuck did he get? Where did
the gun was in Cal's desk.
Yeah, so he's trying to make sure his future is set because he's going to take over his dad's business.
Yeah, because they establish in Rue's narration that Nate doesn't really care about his dad anymore, so he doesn't care about protecting his reputation, but he wants to inherit his business, so he doesn't want his dad's reputation to be tarnished.
He doesn't care about him, he just cares about the business.
Exactly. So he doesn't want his dad to be seen as a pedophile for fucking Jules, right? And then they have he has this gun, goes to Maddie's house, breaks in like he does with the other guy.
He's just watching her.
How does he break in and no one's? He's this big, tall fucking guy.
Yeah, he's a huge guy. He's a professional burglar or something, breaking in.
I guess be
hitting those licks.
Remember, her parents were kind of indifferent. And remember, the dad was a drunk and just slept on the chair all the time.
That makes sense.
I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, for that, yeah.
Yeah, and he's been there before.
The parents in this is fucking terrible, man. Just look at it. They're all drunk.
They are pretty bad.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so then he's in her room and it's he threatens her with a gun, confronts her about the DVD. She's like, I don't know where it's at. I was kind of hoping she would stay, true and just not tell him that she has it. And then this fucking guy takes the bullets out of the gun except for one and does Russian roulette, not to her head, to his own head.
Yes.
And is gonna kill himself maybe.
He's pulling the trigger too.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, it's in my purse, because she doesn't want him to blow his brains out.
I wouldn't want that
on
either.
Top of her.
Yeah, how scarring is that? It's just oh yeah, I'll get over that one day. No, you don't get over that.
So yeah, Nate is just I don't know what they're he's so bad, and I don't even think they're gonna try to make him good.
Jamie from I think it's too late now.
I think it's too late.
He's done too much.
I think that's what they keep talking about with his parents. I think it's foreshadowing that this guy is just, no matter what happens to him, he's gonna be a bad guy. And I think that's just where they're at. But anyway, he eventually, Maddie tells him where the disc is, and he's like, "Oh, there were no bullets in the gun." I was like,
"Fucking idiot!"
Wait, what are you talking? We just saw them. Were they blanks? I don't know. I was confused by that.
Maybe they did. We gotta see it again. Comment below if he actually did take it out.
Well, I remember from what we saw in the scene,
it looked like
he takes all the bullets out of the gun, puts one in.
Yeah.
Puts one into the chamber.
Maybe
so he
I
was
guess
doing
it's supposed to be a mystery. I don't know.
But unless he didn't say it was blanks. That's the thing. If you're gonna say there's no bullets, why aren't you just saying it's blanks? Because there was something in there. There was something in there.
He's fucking insane.
He is fucking insane. He makes me feel insane trying to understand his goddamn logic.
Try to explain. Yeah,
he's
crazy.
He's a psycho.
But then he goes.
See, this is a weird. Yeah, I was not expecting this. He goes to give Jules.
They're trying to make him seem like he might turn good again.
Well, I mean, this isn't really a good thing. I guess it's like the most decent thing he could have done in this scenario. He takes the DVD of Jules and Cal and gives it to Jules. And just says, you know, it's yours to do with what you want. Which I feel like, from his perspective, seems stupid.
It's big risk, but I think he knows that she's not gonna do anything. I feel like she wouldn't. I don't know. He's just a master manipulator.
Yeah, he is. And then he says something that really got me after. He's like, I meant everything I said. And I was like, oh, dude, fuck
I wanted to throw you at the screen. Like, I want to throw something at the pole. No, never pole. But, yeah. I fucking hate this guy so much. It's like, it's like, I'm actually a sweetheart. I care.
No, he's like, oh, I'm not a good guy.
Yeah,
I'm not a good guy. Yeah, he's still trying to. He always is trying to play people.
It's just hard to be, good, man. It's just such bad parents.
He tries to be the complicated, like, oh, I'm not good, and I know I'm not good, but here's a good thing I'm doing just to fucking fuck with you. Like, I hate him, man. I'm sorry. He's like, I don't see anything really redeemable about this character. I don't think they're even gonna try to go there.
Who is also not redeemable? This dumb bitch named Cassie.
Oh yeah, she's just. It's so hard for me to care about her anymore, and I know they're trying to make it seem like, okay, she's just a very like emotional person, needs a
codependent.
I see that, all right, but I really need some kind of change in her, like right now, because it's getting fucking old,
she's
man.
done. I think she's done. She made her choice. She she goes. She leaves the house. Sees her mom.
Yeah,
I think that's the deciding decision. Of like,
I guess that's what it seemed like.
And like the last review, I was like, I need somebody to make a decision. Like, stick with him or not. Be the crazy dumbass bitch that you are.
I hate it
or not. I mean, but hopefully, there's gonna be consequences.
I just don't want to see a whole like female character be a doormat the whole time. Like I want her to.
But it happens though. It happens.
I want her to step
hopefully
up,
Hopefully Maddie and Cassie get together and chop his dick off. That's what I'm hoping. Or something, but I don't know, man. This show is dark.
It is dark.
So I think she's a casualty.
See, the difference between like Cassie and Maddie is like they both have like this like weird obsession with Nate, and like it's toxic in different ways. But I always felt like Maddie, despite how she feels about him, I thought she had the potential to take control of the situation. And I feel like that's where they're going with this plot after this last episode. She does not seem like she's.
Yeah.
Like she said, I love you, Nate, but I don't know, man. I think she's gonna fuck him over.
Maybe she was just saying that just to like, calm it down.
Oh yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I really think she's got it. There's gotta be a point, and if it's not this point, I don't know when it will be. Or maybe she does still love him, but it's like, I love you, but
yeah, you're fucking crazy.
So I think
we've all been there, huh?
I think she's gonna like be his downfall whenever that comes.
Oh man,
I really hope so.
I think Cassie, I think she's done, man.
I hope, you know what, I would love to see them redeem her too, because right now I just feel like, oh man, I don't care. She's just a doormat for this fucking abuser, and I want to see her be more than that. Like, I don't like a character to be reduced to that, you know? I don't. I get that she's in love with him, and she doesn't really have any confidence, but it's like, somebody's got to step up and see this guy for like the abuser that he is. Because he's a mental abuser, he's a physical abuser, like he choked Maddie.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the only thing I could think is that she's gonna recant her story about that at some point. I mean, I hope. What else can they do, man?
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think something else is gonna happen. I don't know. But speaking of doormats, let's talk about Lexi.
I don't think she's a doormat.
She's portrayed as like a doormat because Cassie.
Because you know what? She's
not anymore.
She's giving shit to people, and even with Rue last season, she was like, "No, I'm not peeing in cups for you anymore. Like I'm not helping you."
Okay, originally a doormat, just for the sake of the segue, the natural segue.
You just want a segue just because you don't have a segue doesn't mean you can make shit up about characters. Don't come after my Lexi, man.
All right, man. All right, no, hold on a second. She is the best girl.
She's the best character.
Yeah, she's best girl, and she's my Lexi. What the fuck are you talking about?
Point is.
So
the plot this episode with Lexi and Fez, I kind of like this, and you know what? I don't think it's gonna end well.
Oh, it's not,
because their lifestyles are way too different, and there's gonna be a point where it comes to a head, and Lexi's like, I can't do this anymore. Like
hopefully she doesn't get
too
hurt.
dangerous. I hope so too. But
because I don't know what to share. The guys girlfriend, crackhead girlfriend.
Oh yeah, see that's
I forgot his name. I don't know.
Yeah.
The guy who was working with Fez.
I can't remember the crackhead's name.
Okay, the
prostitute
junkie, the
or
junkie
whatever it
that's
is.
living with Fez for some reason still there.
Yeah,
see, Fez,
Faye, I think's her name.
Fez is just too good of a.
He's too nice.
Too nice to be a drug dealer.
Yeah,
that's gonna get him shit. So she goes outside and her boyfriend is out there and like he's cooperating with the cops.
He's like, no, I did not cooperate. I just talked to him. Was giving him information. That was funny.
So shit's about to go down. Fez again.
So they're gonna rat out Fez. Mm-hmm. So it'll be, and I do hope that whenever it happens, that Lexi's not there. But probably that's what they're implying will happen. Yeah. But the reason I do like it, and I kind of saw it later in the episode. If you think about everything that they've talked about with Lexi, whenever they have given her screen time, she has kind of been either, like, I guess, the doormat character, but she finally stood up to Rue eventually. Yeah. But the point is, she was kind of just not seen. And I mean, that's the point of her play, I think, is like she saw herself as like the observer in her life. She was not heard, not seen. And Fez sees her. Mm-hmm. And you could see it because like they're talking about her play and like everything, like, and I think it was the same from even the moment that they really started talking this season. Like he did see her where other people did not.
Bro, she dressed up as Bob Ross.
Right? At Halloween.
Yeah. How do you not want to be interested in this girl?
I mean,
come on,
she's
man.
my type.
Come on, man.
But yeah, but I like that. I like that she does finally have somebody who sees her. So I kind of get it now. Why she would stay, friends with him and close to him and have kind of a crush on him. Like, I get it. So we'll see where that goes. But I do think it's going to end badly, unfortunately.
Speaking of ending badly. the relationship between Kat and Ethan, I think.
Yeah. No, you know what? That is the worst arc.
And they gave him like 2 minutes of screen time anyways. So they go to dinner. And I guess Kat wanted to break up with him.
She does it the worst way. Like,
what did she do?
So like she starts talking to me like, yeah, we want to talk about our relationship, but you can kind of tell he's like, oh, is she breaking up with me?
Yeah, you could tell, like, the energy.
He's not like stupid, and then she's like, no, it's just like, like you got all this stuff that you're doing, and like, and then she's like, are you breaking up? Oh, so you always do that? You make it combative. She totally manipulates him, makes him feel bad. And she feels bad after she does it, but I'm just saying, like, man, it was so awkward. It was so...
She's the worst now, man.
I don't even mind that happened because, honestly, I could see that happening in real life.
Oh, no, I can see that happening, yeah.
I don't mind, but my biggest issue with the Cat storyline this season, there's been no storyline.
No, it was just, I don't really like him. He's too nice.
Yeah, literally,
that's
episode 8 of season 1. They just got together. Uh-huh. Like, why? If this is her only plot this season, why didn't they just develop this out over like a couple episodes?
She took a real back seat.
Cause like it was like episode 1. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not interested in him anymore." Where the fuck did this come from?
Just don't have them really in this series. I mean, at this point.
Yeah, it feels like they were trying to retcon their own story. That's why it's not even that I'm mad that it happened. Mm-hmm. I'm mad the way it happened. Like it just
bad.
wasn't.
The execution's bad.
Execution's really, and I mean that just speaks to the pacing issues they've had all season. But it's like, why don't you just focus on more people instead of focusing on these stupid love triangles that you did for 4 episodes? Because now we have Kat who's just making like these random decisions like really quickly.
Yeah, they don't really show why she's doing it.
Right, exactly.
Like, I understand why she would do it. It makes sense, but it's not earned.
No, it's not earned. And that's all. I mean, I think it's the biggest missed opportunity because Kat was one of the best developed characters in the previous season. And I think that's what I wanted more of. Like, I wanted more of like the slow development over each episode of every character. And
I think it's about to go bad for her next season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's about to go. Ooh.
I mean, she's already headed downhill.
Yeah, I mean, the arc is definitely down. But yeah, that was the weakest parts of the episode. So overall, the season's a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, this is definitely like, it's getting closer to what I think of when I think of like Euphoria's quality compared to last season.
And they can like balance a whole bunch of plots because they did it the first season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess does it feel like it's more separated? Is that just me? Because like, I feel like the Rue stuff is really separated from like the Nate stuff. That's like the two.
Oh yeah, I mean,
did it feel more connected last time? Yeah, I feel like it was intertwined more.
I mean, everything was happening separate, but they did it in such a way that, everything does influence itself.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought that's why I like season 1 so much. It's like you have all this development for everybody. I think the only one who feels like she's kind of outside of everything is Kat and maybe Lexi in season 1. But yeah, everything felt balanced, I guess.
Yeah, like the scene, the sequence, and the carnival.
The carnival's the best episode, I think.
Yeah, because like all the plots are happening all at once, and it was just an intense, great episode.
Yeah,
and that's what I wanted more of. But everything feels so separate. I guess that makes sense because not everybody's hanging out. I don't know is it the summer in the show?
No, it's right after New Year's.
Right. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. I feel like it's best when it's like intertwined.
Yeah.
Cause like the Rue stuff is very interesting, but like the Nate stuff is like, it's all right. Then the Cat stuff, not really good at all.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be better if it's more intertwined like the first one.
Yeah. I wish there was just more like suspense because like when you find out that like Nate's dad was the one that got with Jules, kind of like, ooh, I want to know more. Maybe want to watch next episode. When you saw this stuff happen with like, oh, you find out Nate's gonna blackmail Jules. I want to see what happens after that, right? Yeah. So the plot was a lot more like suspenseful, and like this season, the only time I really felt suspense was last episode because it was just insane.
Yeah, I don't really
and
feel
Rue
anything.
was like, I was worried about Rue, but beyond that, I wasn't like Rue being on drugs. Like it was bad, and I knew it was gonna blow up, but I wasn't feeling the tension from episode to episode. And same with the other love triangle. Like, I don't think Maddie's really going to kill Cassie or any of this shit. No. I don't think it's going to happen. So the tension for me was also just gone. Like, I didn't care about that.
There was really not much tension until, like, the last episode. Yeah. And I guess the first episode when Fez beat up Nate, I mean, it was interesting to see.
I thought it was interesting, but even then, I was just kind of like,
what's going to happen next? But nothing really happened of it.
Yeah.
The next episode.
I feel like he's just fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I was like, okay.
All right, there goes that interesting thing.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
So, I think it's still a good episode, and I'm looking forward to next 2 episodes. Just 2 episodes left.
I'm really looking forward to the play.
Oh, yeah, that's what I am,
and
too.
I think that's the next episode based on the title on Wikipedia there. It says the theater.
It says theater.
It says theater.
They have plays at theaters. So.
That does hold up. Yeah, that logic.
Yeah.
I think we need to wrap this up because I'm getting hungry.
Oh, you're hungry. About to make that $5 bucket?
I'll make something probably more elaborate than that, but I'm getting hungry, so.
I can't wait to taste it. Yeah. All right, well, there's nothing else, right?
No, I don't think there's anything else, but, I'm glad it's kind of getting back up to par.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
All right, and thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next time mention.
Do the thing.
Oh. Hey, baby. You miss me?